Oh God, how was it being 14 with no hair? It sucked. I think one of the things I was the most scared about when I first started my treatment was losing my hair. Because when you don't know what can possibly happen, but we all know people at any age who have cancer and get treatment for it, and they don't have hair. So of course, that very first day, I was like, am I gonna lose my hair? And the doctor was like, yeah, all of it, everything. You're gonna lose everything. I did not think she was talking about eyebrows and eyelashes, which also fell off. I was the most worried about that. Very quickly, once I started the treatments, other things became much bigger problems. I remember taking a bath, and it was that same day that it had started to come out in clumps, and I remember that it just all floated away. It just all sort of came out and floated away, and there were these last few little wisps of hair that I absolutely refused to let my mother cut. And they probably looked like the world's worst mullet, because it was probably about 4 little pieces of hair right back here. I just couldn't part with the 4 pieces of hair. When my hair started to fall out, my mother said, why don't we save some of it? And we did. We took a bunch, and we brushed it, and she tied it with a ribbon. And I mean, you literally could just run your hands through my hair and it would come out. And so we just sort of let it come off, and I saved it, and I still have it. And I sometimes would go back and I would look at it when my hair was growing back, and I would think, is it the same color? Is it the same texture? And every now and then I have it in this beautiful little box that my sister gave me, this little wooden box, and it just stays there. It was hard going to school. My mother said, well, we'll get you a wig. If this is New York, we're gonna find the best wig maker in the area. You're gonna have a beautiful wig. You can have one in every color if you like. I hated the wig. I kind of felt bad that she did spend a lot of money getting me a really nice wig, because we went when I still had hair, before I even started my chemotherapy treatment, so that they could match the color and the consistency, and I hated it. I did not want to wear it. I never wore it once. It sat in a paper bag under a table in my parents' house for years. And then my mother finally said to me, I'm going to donate it. I said, oh, please, donate it to Locks of Love or something, because I'll never, I didn't need it then, but I hated it. It was itchy, and it was hot. And the most terrifying thing for me was, oh my God, what if I'm walking down the hallway at school and it falls off? And when my hair started to grow back, and it was that beautiful, short, fuzzy length, I had friends that would say to me, can I touch it? What does it feel like? And I would let them touch it, and they were curious. They were more curious at that point than anything else. I remember the day that I finally decided, you know what? I'm not going to wear a hat today. It was a really challenging day. It was so emotional. My hair was probably about the same length as yours, maybe even a little shorter. My girlfriend picked me up for school, and she said, you're not wearing a hat. And I said, no, I'm not wearing a hat today. She said, okay. We went to school, and to their credit, nobody said a word. Nobody. Everybody was very chill about it. Except this one girl who sat behind me in my chemistry class, who decided that it would be amusing to flick spitballs at me. It was not very amusing for her when she got suspended for a week. But that was her own fault for throwing spitballs at somebody on the day that they decided not to wear a hat after 6 months of chemotherapy treatments for cancer.